Welcome to another episode of Racing to Learn. We are a nonprofit that uses radio control, amongst other things, to get kids excited about math and science. We've got our Pro Line Pro MT. Not our Pro MT. This would be our Pro MT. I keep saying that. This is at least the chassis of our Pro MT. We've got our Pro Line Pro Fusion SC, short course truck, 4x4, 1/10 scale, with very beefy components. We've got some key upgrades on here from Kraken RC, like the top plate, rear body, rear strut tower brace. I don't know what they call it. I'm not using the right words today. We've got their beautifully machined aluminum differential cases, front, center, and rear. We've got 60,000 weight silicon doped fluid in the front, 500,000 in the center, 30,000 in the rear. This chassis is about 2 inches longer, as you can see here, from as opposed to or compared to the Pro MT, and that's why we've chosen this particular chassis, because we want to put down some big power and we want to minimize or be able to control the wheeling, because that wheeling is caused by the tires moving this way. The body wants to move that way. The longer chassis also gives you more stability. So we're gonna continue working on this. Enough jabbering, but let's roll up our sleeves here and continue cranking on this. What we're gonna do today, I'm just gonna get the grease out of here. We're gonna continue just finalizing the setup on this. Now, you guys can check out the video description for links to playlists. Oh, this shrink wrap is not shrunken. For playlists, or links to playlists for both this truck and the Pro MT and some of our other projects and trucks, our full-size cars, etc. This is the Hobby Wing WP SC8 brushless electronic speed control, or ESC, that we're using. I'm just going to put that off to the side. We've got the Hobby Wing Quick Run 4074 2000 kV motor here, so 40 millimeters in diameter, 72 millimeters wide. What else do we want to do today here? This is the roll cage off of a Traxxas, but made for a Traxxas Emax / T-Max, Emax or T-Max, basically the first version of the Emax and T-Max that had a shorter wheelbase. This cage pretty much fits perfectly. We made a custom mounting bracket here. It basically will be able to pivot up from the rear. This just kind of slots into the rear. We'll put a bolt through that to secure the rear, and then with single body pin through this old battery mount from an Emax, actually, ironically. And this just fits perfectly. Really happy with how this turned out. Of course, you can check out the previous video in the playlist to see how we did that. So what do we got here? Today we are, what are we going to do? We're going to, just totally lost my train of thought. What are we going to do today? First of all, get that manual back out. And just going to continue mounting things on here. So, where were we? All right, so the battery strap brace, we're going to mount that to the chassis. Now we're just kind of using some of these, where is that? We're using some of these stainless screws. We just got this 250 piece kit here off of Amazon. It's really nice, Amazon, being able to find these kits very affordably versus having to buy each of those screws piecemeal and getting nickeled and dimed for that. So we're going to put this chassis brace in, and we'll put in some of these 3mm by 10mm flathead screws. So just grab some of those. We'll just keep that over here. And now the stainless steels are a little bit softer than your black oxide, your kind of standard screws, and you'll kind of see a mix mash on the bottom here because we already installed some of them. We're not going to go back and redo those because we've got thread lock in them and whatnot. We're just doing things for time efficiency here on this particular truck. We've got way too many projects here at Racing to Learn, so we've got to prioritize and use our time wisely. All right, so get another one here. Now, one of the things I've really enjoyed about the Proline kit is that the fit and finish on these parts is really, really nice. Oop. Now the Pro MT comes as a, I can't get this in here. Where did that nut go? The Proline T comes as a roller, or basically no motors, no speed control, no electronics. And the Pro SC, which we're building here. Oh wow! I feel like here's a trick here. This is slightly too big. Oh, I could still use it. If you're having a problem getting a nut, you can always use a wrench. And this one's magnetized. And I got that in the wrong direction anyways. This is when it pays to have smaller hands and fingers. Okay. Let's get this in here. What was I just saying? I totally forgot. A lot of the pieces. Oh, the kit. Yeah. So the Pro SC comes as a complete kit, which you get to build from the ground up, which is nice because even that Pro MT, it didn't come with silicon fluid in the diffs from the factory. Not sure why. But to break that down, you've got to pretty much disassemble a good portion of the truck already anyways. So why isn't this lining up? So my preference would have been just to get the Pro SC. Now the Pro MT did come out before the Pro SC was released. I think it was like 6 months before or something like that. So you didn't really have a choice, but now that the Pro MT and the Pro SC are out, you have that choice. Now, the Pro MT does come with the wheels and tires and the body, which is super nice. Because those are not cheap items that you have to buy when you decide to go with a kit like the Pro Fusion. Okay, so what do we got? What do we have next? Let's get the body mounted, or these the side pods they're called. Okay, let's get some of this hardware out here. Might as well just dump this out all on the side. Okay, so main thing are these nuts. I'm actually gonna do this side pod first, or shall I? Which side pod should I do first? That doesn't really matter. I'm going to, I'm gonna do the other one first actually, so we can get this servo mounted, and you guys can see what we decided to do there. Okay, so this doesn't have captured. Okay, so this screws directly into the plastic. You don't need the nuts. That's nice. We will go ahead and use more stainless hardware here. Oh, so let's get this stood up here. Line up the holes, and these are also 3mm by 10mm flathead screws, so we'll continue using those same stainless screws that we've been using. Oh, what's going on? These are at a slight angle. Okay. That looks like a weird angle. Okay, yeah, the screw is in at a slight angle because just because the way that this lip is mounted over here. Oh, I should line all these up before I start putting screws in, whereas this one is flat. And so we'll start off these screws by hand and then switch over to the driver. And I'm just going to do this. So hopefully we'll get this, well, not hopefully, we will get this truck back on the road here. Okay, there we go. Bunch of these 10mm screws. You know what, I should just finish off these first couple so that the other holes are lined up. I'm just going to adjust the clutch on this since we're putting in so many of these screws. Save us some time. Just one more 10mm screw down here, and then we'll just go tighten up the rest of them. Come on. Okay. Finish them off by hand here. Now things are really tight. There we go. There we go. And there we go. All right, perfect. So we've got the side pod on now. You can see how the battery goes in. Getting super close on this build to the very end. So let us know what you guys think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, check out all the videos that we have in the playlist, and we will catch you next time. Thanks again for watching.